Welcome, students. There was some disruption during the power transmission, so we could connect it. Now we have come back. Today's topic is about week in mathematics. You are welcome to Excel Maths online classes. And the week in mathematics is almost similar to fear in mathematics. Is slight difference. The major difference is fear means they don't come to maths at all for higher studies. Weak in mathematics means they'll be having a liking for maths. For example, if you want to study some aeronautics, many boys, young boys like to study aeronautics, they need maths. So some of them struggle even if they're weak in mathematics, so they don't run away. So if you're weak in mathematics, you have to practice well. Okay, that's the main thing. So there are no shortcut methods. There's no shortcut methods. You have to work out more sums, and you must not have any tension or fear. There are different kinds of sums. The main problem in weak in mathematics is some sums are quite easy. You can work out fast. Some sums are moderate, in the sense little hard. Some sums are very hard. There are sums which are very hard. So that applies to master who teaches also. Suppose I'm teaching, sometimes it's very hard to explain some hard sums because everybody can't grasp it so easily. So, so weak in mathematics is similar to what? Grasping it actually. So you can take help, as I told you yesterday, you can take help from others. And don't forget, Abhishek yesterday asked a doubt about three unknowns, and we have uploaded the video. You can see it afterwards. If anybody have a particular doubt in any syllabus, you can contact us. We'll try to explain the sum to you. You can put the sum. We'll work out and upload it. Because we are doing from 8th to 12th, and doing a particular sum at that time will have a negative effect or concentration for other students who are watching it. And if very particular to have a full syllabus to be done, or full textbook to be done, or extra sums, test and all, you join a Zoom app. Apart from it, we got one more YouTube channel called Excel Math Study. There also we put a lot of videos where we worked out many sums problems in certain topics like arithmetic progression, quadratic equation, etc. You can watch that also. And if you want any private tuition in Bangalore area, especially East Bangalore, you can contact our email. And continuing our topic for week in mathematics, generally a student becomes more weak in mathematics when the parents or teachers say, you're very weak. Sometimes out of 100%, 90% of teachers will try to encourage you. Many students will teachers will try to encourage you. There are some handful of teachers who try to discourage you, like telling you very weak, maths won't come thing. But most of them, in parents-teacher meeting also, we used to tell the parents. I've seen, not only I'm being a teacher, when I took my daughter when she was studying, a lot of teachers used to say she has done some minor mistake, she can improve mathematics. So many teachers will try to encourage you, so you can get the help of teachers or friends also, as I told you. You got a fear or you're weak in mathematics, neighbors help, a relative or anybody known to you, or you can join a tuition. And as I told you yesterday, when you go for a tutor. It's not necessary the tutor should be. Many say that I joined the tutor because he was working in a reputed school, in a elite school. But afterwards, they phone up and tell me, sir, I can't understand anything. So can I come for tuition? Sometimes very hard to teach in the last minute before the exams. It is not the teacher is bad. So you have to find out according to your capacity, your grasping power, your IQ. So a particular teacher may be good for other students, you may not be good for you when you go for a private tutors. So try to check out. So you can go for one or two trial classes and find out how the teacher, whether you're able to grasp his teaching. In my case, also many students will say he's good, the master is good. Sometimes some of them will say that he's not good. He's not good in the sense they can't understand. It depends. So you have to be little alert in this matter. Mainly, you have to understand the concept to avoid to be what more pessimistic in this maths thing. You have to learn the formulas thoroughly. The basic things you have to be thorough. Do more problems, examples. You can do even other syllabus. For example, nowadays you don't find an exercise contains sums in various levels. In those days, there will be sums in a particular sum. If you do one sum, the same model, they'll have four, five sums. Nowadays, they give only two sums in one model. Some syllabus, of course, give a lot of sums, but many give two or three sums, they go to the next model. Since you're weak, a particular model, at least you have to do some five or ten sums, minimum half a dozen sums so that you can understand the model and concept. Then you can go to the next model. So you can go for sums from other syllabus also in that particular model. That's very important. And do step by step. Don't rush up or don't jump steps. And also try to avoid fear in the sense you have to sleep well, don't do in the night times. Do when you're leisure. Usually you can do it. And more you practice, you'll become perfect. Getting rid of the fear comes by practice. This program live stream is between 6 and 7. If necessary, we'll extend to 7:30. Today there was some transmission problem. We will connect you thing. So it was slightly late. Sundays there won't be any problem. Any doubts you can ask. It's before between 8th and 12th standard. How to score good marks? Abhishek Raj has asked. Thank you, Abhishek. You're coming daily now asking some valuable question. We also welcome Jiva. Jiva. And you can tell your friends, neighbors, well wishers. They can join us between 6 to 7. It won't be on a Sunday. And if there's any difficulty in time, we can change it afterwards, which is convenient all till we get a sufficient number of viewers. And you can ask any doubts, any particular problem. And regarding getting good marks starts from 60, 70, 80, 90, and even centum. Above 60 is better. Generally 60 they are called first class, and 75 is very good, and 90 is beautiful. Above 90 is fantastic. So getting good marks is you have to do some test first of all. Without test, you can't get good marks. If a school keeps a test, think you're writing a final exam. Don't think it's a class test. Just like that, I can write. So study well for the test, prepare well for the test, work out sums very for the test, and do a class test. It may be an ordinary class test. You try to work out well. So this is mainly not only for Abhishek Raj was asked this question to anyone who want to get good marks. Test is the main indicator. So when they say class test, you try to work out and be prepared and try to do the sums within the prescribed time. If it's an half an hour test, try to work out, you may be able to do it. Then in the final exam, you can get it. Suddenly, you won't get marks in the final exam. Good marks won't appear in the final exam. Maybe 1 in 100. All majority of them have to get good marks. It's systematic in a quarterly, hourly, midterm test, step by step, in revision test, and then you can get good marks. That's an indicator where you go wrong, so you can get it. And welcome Deepak Samson Raj. Regarding the Zoom classes, he has asked. So you can contact our email address because we want to know which student, which syllabus, so that we can group and do it and what time you want. So regarding the Zoom classes, we're given the email address. You can contact that email address, and we'll reply to you and tell you when our Zoom classes are starting. It is based on the syllabus, standard, your convenient time, and if you want to have a single basis or a group, it depends, or one or two. So you can contact us in the email, and mostly if things go on well, we can start from July 1st. Hardly 10 days are there, so you can tell it. So Deepak Samsar, you can inform your friends, well wishers who are interested. For example, some 8th standard, 10th standard means we have to separate 8th, 9th, and 10th, and higher secondary levels, PU levels, and start as particular group. And syllabus also we have to separate. If it's CBSE, ICSE, state syllabus. Even state syllabus also it differs between Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, and all. So it depends how you think it. So we'll surely start the Zoom classes at the earliest. You can contact the email. In the meantime, if you're very urgent and particular, you can ask any doubts in this Excel Maths online classes. Apart from it, we got one more channel, YouTube channel, Excel Maths Study. There we have uploaded some videos. You can see it. You can press the like button and you can subscribe for this channel. Press the bell button for latest uploads, and don't try don't forget to inform your friends and others. So regarding that Zoom classes, as I told you, you can just connect the email. Today we'll work out. We'll see how many of them has come. We'll make a start. Uh, but since it is now schools are closed, only some online classes are going on. So many have not contacted. Many of schools have started through online, and they're waiting for some more time. Generally, students wait for some time. They'll try to work out themselves, and some after some time they connect us. So that's not wrong. That's good also. Some of them want to start from the beginning immediately. It depends upon their mindset and their capacity. Okay. And again, continuing with weak mathematics. So try to understand the concept and do first easy sums, and be thorough with the basic. A particular model try to work out a minimum of a dozen sums till you become thorough. Suppose in simultaneous we have different models. What model you have, you find out that model sum, you work out some 6 sums till you become thorough. And then that fear will go. You'll overcome the fear, you'll get it off. That's the main thing. And again, to get good marks, test is one thing, and work out more sums, and you can watch more videos, or when free time you can work out more sums. Other syllabus sums you can work out to get more marks. And regarding us also, if you find anything in our these online classes, any difficulty, any clarification, not able to understand my talk or my way of teaching, you can inform us. We'll also try to develop, because there are a lot of videos available. So You can check out where we went wrong and tell us. We'll try to improve on it. And you also have got some tips and suggestions. So this is mostly flexible. You can tell us about the timings, what problem you have in watching this maths online classes, or about Excel math study. Don't forget Excel math study. There's another channel also uploaded based. You can watch a lot of sums. There you find a lot of sums, of course, in only particular topics. If it's helpful, you can watch, and you can contact us for private tuition, home tuitions for maths, physics, and chemistry. Again, from 9th to 12th. It's in Bangalore, mostly East Bangalore. For that details, you can connect the email. You can do it. And today's topic is week in mathematics. Week in mathematics generally starts from 6th or 7th. 90% of the parents say till 5th standard they're doing well, till 6th they're doing well. As 7th, 8th, 9th comes, they're getting weaker. They lost their interest. They become poor. They used to come first in first standard, second standard, third standard. Nobody can beat us, beat my son or daughter. So this kind of weak in mathematics arises in higher classes because higher classes the level is more. Nowadays they expect more from you. They give standard problems or what you call it because of entrance and other things. Even state syllabus problems are quite hard. Every state want their students to be thorough and get good marks in the entrance and come out in flying colors. So when you come above six, you have to be little careful. The effort you have put till sixth is much less. So you must not think in sixth till sixth I worked less, I got more marks. I worked for half an hour, I worked for 1 hour. If you work for half an hour, why maths marks are not coming in seventh standard, eighth standard? That's not the case. You have to put more efforts, more time, more energy, more problems to work out. That is why you get your weak in mathematics and less marks. Next thing is if you find a answer sheet, try to get the answer sheet and find out where you went wrong. If it's a simple mistake like formula, so formula you have to be thorough. Multiplication sums, addition mistakes, subtraction mistakes. These are all nobody can help you out. These are called foundation. So these kind of mistakes can be avoided if you work out some. As I told you, don't go to calculators or other gadgets to go for shortcut methods. There's no shortcut method to remove a fear weak and get high marks. And work out regularly and systematically. And don't forget, if they say test, work, spend more time on it. For example, it's a quarterly exam. Work out sums which you understand well. Work out more sum. Work out the topics which are more thorough to get more marks. In the test also, try to do the sums which you know well. Many say should you do in order, and that's not the main case. Generally, nowadays, I don't know why teachers also say do it accordingly. It's not like an hard and fast rule. You must put the numbers, question numbers correctly and write the answer. What all you know well, you can work out first, and then you can work out which you are weak. For example, sets, some topic you're thorough. You work out those sums, put the questions correctly. For example, you're working out one to third sum is algebra, which you're very weak. And fourth and fifth, you know well. Question third sum, when you get stuck up, there's a psychological effect. Fourth and fifth, you'll go wrong. So your teacher may say you work out all sums one by one. I don't know what's the concept behind it. A student who's thorough with 1, 2, 5, 6. If you work out first question, second question, fifth question, sixth question, you're more thorough. Then you get a confidence. Then you become happy. Your IQ increases. Then you can go to sums which are little weak. If the third sum and fourth sum is little hard for you, for example, algebra sums, you work out that. You don't know about plus into minus and you struggle with that, even the sums which you know well will collapse. It's a simple logic because the sums which are weak, you tried it, it's not coming. So you become panic, you become exhausted, you become irritated, and when you come to the sum which you know well, that also you're bound to make a mistake. As I told you, there's a simple logic only. So try to work out sums which you know well. But as far as possible, as the teacher says, try to learn all the topics. That's why they say work out all the sums in, question paper. Question order, first question, second question, third question, don't jump questions. The the school wants you to be thorough with all topics and syllabus. Out of 100 students, 98 or 95 may be thorough, 5 may be having weakness, certain topics. Out of 10 questions, 6 questions they know well, 4 questions they are very weak. So my suggestion is try the 6 questions which are more thorough. The question numbers may vary, but once you work out the 6 questions which are more thorough, and when you get the answers, you become happy, you become confident, a kind of a victory you feel, and then go to the lesser, weaker sums. There's a chance of overcoming that questions. But if you try to do the 4 sums which are not so thorough, little weak, even the 6 sums which are thorough will collapse. So that's the main thing. So in the exams also put the question number correctly. This is a big argument and a big discussion going on whether we should work out each question, because nowadays 90% of the teachers say that work out first question, second question, third question. What they say is correct because you will thorough with the topic. They don't want you to be weak in certain topics. But as I told you, all 100% won't be thorough. There will be 5 or 6 students. 6 questions they know well, or 4 questions they know well. 6 questions they're not thorough. The 6 questions will frighten them, will give a fear in them. So that will make them to collapse in the 4 questions which are their thorough. So work the 4 questions which are fingertips. You gain confidence, you gain knowledge, and then go to the other ones. But even my humble advice is try to learn all the topics and do all the questions one after another. And that is the main thing. This point goes, valid for those who want to score good marks. Abhishek Raj. So try to attend all the questions one by one, but by chance, if you're weak in one question, you can switch over and come back in the last thing. And also, when particular question gets stuck up, try to check. If still you're not getting the answer, leave it and come back again and do it from the beginning. The more you get stuck up with it, the more time passes and you become panic. In those days, also there'll be marks for graphs. Graph was considered 10 marks in 70s and 80s. So many, what they do, they want to get graph good marks, but they'll be weak in graph. They'll try graph, that graph won't come. They'll rub a graph sheet, they'll tear off, and they'll get another graph sheet that also won't come. So that's why I advise you to do sums which are more thorough, not like more marks. Um, or some may feel that I want to get rid of sums which I'm very weak. I'm allergic to the sum. These 4 sums I'm very thorough. I can do in the last. These 4 sums I want to get rid of. I'm very weak in that. I'm afraid of the sums, though I know. I don't know whether I'll get the answer. I don't know whether I'll do it correctly, whether the steps will come. So I'll first try these hard sums. That is not advisable at all. First sum, if you make a mistake, 25% you lose your confidence. Second sum, if you make a mistake which is weak and have a fear and not thorough, 50% you lose your confidence. Like that, the 4 sums which you wanted to finish first and get rid of, 100% you lose the confidence. And the remaining 4 sums which are thorough, you're bound to make mistakes there also. It's a psychological effect in a school and a test in a class. This one, out of 100 students, more than 60% have that psychological effect. Some 40 students may be smart, intelligent. That environment doesn't affect them. But for many of them, environment, the test environment, exam environment affects them. So try to finish the sums which are more thorough. But again, I repeat, try to do in the same question paper, one after another. Try to be thorough with everything. That's the main point. Tomorrow also you can come between 6 and 7. And any doubts you can ask. And before I finish it, don't forget about these tips I gave you. First of all, regarding the Excel Maths online classes, any sums if you have doubt you can ask. And we have uploaded, Abhishek, the three unknowns, three variables. You can watch that. Apart from that sum, there are a lot of models. If you want any particular sum, you can ask here. We'll work out and upload the next day. Because when you work out for you, others who are watching will feel out of place or odd. So in these online classes, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, any sums you can ask. We'll work out and upload the same. And afterwards, you can have a doubt. We'll try to explain. You can join the Zoom classes. If you want to do the full syllabus, full exercise, you want to test, you want to improve on it, you want to do other syllabus sums, contact through an email. If you want to go for home tuitions, Maths Physics Chemistry in Bangalore East area, contact through email. Also, don't forget, watch your Excel Math Study videos put in YouTube channel. There are a lot of problems you have worked out in particular topics. You can do it. And tell your friends and neighbors. Don't forget to press the like button. Do subscribe to our channel. Press the bell button for any uploads we're going to put. And also tell your friends and neighbors. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll come at 6 o'clock. Today there was some transmission problem. So if we were not able to connect you correctly, hope tomorrow things will be good. Thank you.